man's trash is another man's treasure. I'm about to show you guys 5 ways you could save a lot of bread just by going to the junkyard. What's up, guys? Today we're at the junkyard. These WJs get expensive. There's a lot of little things you have to maintain. I'm going to show you guys 5 things that you can pick up from here that will save you a whole bunch of money. There's usually at least 8 or 9 WJs here. We'll take a look. And it looks like a Laredo. Let's see what's going on inside. Alright guys, one of the first things that I find that's really cool about these Jeeps is with the Grand Cherokee, specifically models 99 to 04, most of the, well, all of the parts pretty much are interchangeable except for when you get to the motors. But one of the coolest things is you can completely change the look of your Jeep by just changing the cladding out. Take this for instance. If you wanted to take this cladding and put it on a Laredo style Jeep, all you have to do is pull off this cladding right here and snap it in and glue it onto the new WJ. I don't know exactly how much they charge for the 2 front bumpers. I'm assuming they're around 50 bucks. But the side cladding, I picked that up and that was around 150 bucks. Let's just say under 200 to be safe. You can completely change the look of your Jeep.
It's never a bad idea to look for any extra fuses, hoses, relays, anything that's small and you can just throw into a bag. Just leave it in your Jeep as an emergency bag. You never know when you're going to need it. A lot of these parts are still good and make perfect bears. One of the biggest ways that you can save a lot of money at the junkyard is on your drive shafts. Once you lift these Jeeps over 2.5 inches, you start changing the angles of things and parts wear out a lot faster. If you have the conventional Rapezza CV style shaft, you can come to the junkyard and upgrade to the double cardan style for only 60 bucks in comparison to over $400 if you were to pick them up from a reputable dealer. You can find the double cardan style shaft on most V8 Grand Cherokees as well as some model ZJs. Something else that you can find at the junkyard that can save your ass in a pinch: recovery points and skid plates. They come standard on all overland models but are optional on other models. They're not that hard to find and they're not that hard to put on. Let's be honest, it doesn't come with the best recovery points, but something is better than nothing. If you're still rolling with the Dana 35 and you haven't ran into any issues yet, consider yourself lucky. These things just don't hold up. Once you start upgrading them with bigger tires, they tend to go pretty fast. But luckily you can go to the junkyard and pick up a Dana 44A for around 130 bucks. That's including the brake hardware. It's not that hard to put in and you can do it yourself in the driveway with basic tools. Just be cautious of what gears are in the Jeep that it's coming out of. Make sure that they match the gears of your Jeep. And last but not least, if you're lucky enough to find one, the 242 HD transfer case. The strongest transfer case offered in the WJs, so today they're becoming more rare. If you're lucky enough to find one, remember to grab that rear drive shaft, as the 242J transfer case's drive shaft won't work. You will have to change the input shaft. It may seem like it's a complicated job, but just take your time and you can get it done with basic tools.
Well, that wraps it up, guys. I'm heading out of here. If you didn't already know, I hope you learned something. Those are just 5 ways you can save bread. I know stuff's becoming more and more expensive nowadays. That's why we have WJs. I see the value in it. I know you guys do too. If you haven't hit the subscribe button below, go ahead and do it. I appreciate you guys' time. Thanks for watching.